What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Walking Dead episode Hostiles and Calamities. Episode recap review, heads up, spoilers all over the place. This is going to be a short one, hopefully. Description: an Alexandrian must navigate the mysterious world within the Savior's compound. So basically, like last week showed us, this is going to be an all Savior's episode. And basically it starts off with Dwight finding out Daryl's gone, and he goes looking for him, and he finds the note that says "Go now." And then Eugene shows up, and he walks around with the lady that was hot for Spencer. I forget her name, but she basically shows him around. And basically Eugene's back to original Eugene, where he's Dr. Eugene Porter that worked in the research to fight weaponized monsters with weaponized monsters, you know, fire with fire. Basically the same speech he gave Abraham and Rosita when he first met them, he gave to Negan and his group. And he's now known as Haircut and Dr. Smarty Pants. So there's that. And then, so Dwight gets thrown in the home. We hear Easy Street again for a second, and then Negan shows up, knocks on the door, and asks him if he knew Sherry let Daryl out and then escaped shortly after. And then Dwight said, like, she wouldn't do that. And then he asks him if he did it, and then he lets him out and says his name was who is he? Dwight? Who are you, Dwight? He says, I'm Negan. And then he goes to the hospital because he got beat up before going in the hidey hole. And then basically he goes back to Sherry and Dwight's house, finds a picture of them and a note that basically states, I'm sorry, Dwight, it's like, it's a love note basically. And then it's Sherry apologizing to Dwight that she made him the way he is now, and she loved the old him. So she's missing, and he brought pretzels and beer because that's what they said they would do if they ever got separated. Meet up at the house, and he'll show up with pretzels and beer. Eugene tells Negan, because there's zombies on their gate, and then they fall into a pile, and he's like, well, your hands, you got a smelter, right? And he's like, yeah. So basically now they're making metal zombies on the wall on a chain link fence. So they're gonna cover their faces and like their backs to keep them from falling apart. And then Dwight comes back, and they kill the only real doctor they have, and they threw him into the smelter for Eugene giving the information about the zombies on the fence. 3 of Negan's wives are gonna hang out with Eugene, and basically he just plays the video games the whole time. Old video games, like Atari era games. He had like the Atari stick. And so they do that, and then he kind of does magic tricks. Like, he made helium balloons. He made something explode into, like, paper, kind of. Like, paper snake looking thing. And then we find out that Negan's wife, or one of Negan's wives, is very sad and depressed. And all she does is drink and cry, and she wants to kill herself. But here's the catch. They want 2 pills to kill her at night. So Eugene makes them, and then doesn't give them to him because he asked for her exact weight, and they said 120. So 120 plus 120, 2 pills equals 240. So he figures out, no, I'm not giving you these pills because you're going to give them to Negan. And then they're going to trace it back to him. So then it ends with Negan showing up at Eugene's after they get in. Like, oh, tell him that it was your idea, and blah, 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 blah. And he's like, he'll believe me over you because you're replaceable. I'm not. Same thing he believed Dwight over the doctor. So yeah, Sherry's missing out in the woods somewhere. It ends with Negan coming to Eugene's room, and basically he asks him, like, you don't gotta be afraid, just, you know, tell me who are, and then he just says, I'm Negan. I was Negan before I even knew you. I just had to get properly. So Eugene's being a coward, a con man again. Basically being Eugene. until later on if you read the comics. You know what's coming. Next week's run episode, which looks like it's going to be mostly Rick and Michonne, and it looks like there's going to be some action, but we'll see what happens. Count on nothing super crazy happening. Okay? Peace.